This is my 2024 CFMoto 300SS and I have picked it up for a bargain. So without further ado, I'm going to show you all the damage that's on this bike. We're going to bring it outside, give it a quick wash because obviously it's nasty, and then we're going to get back to work. This bike was obviously dumped on the left side. As you can see, that fairing is broken over there. It's completely dislodged over there. We also have some damage to the bar end and to the clutch lever over there. Starting up front, right away you can see the left side mirror is missing. That obviously was taken away by the accident. If we drop down low, headlight appears to be okay. Front nose fairing, that's all okay. Front fender, that's all okay, which was not the case on the previous CFMoto we rebuilt on the channel. Going down to the left side, turn signal is damaged. Left side fairing is also damaged. Over on the left side, we have some scrapes to the rear seats and to the passenger peg. But that's pretty much about it. Nothing crazy. Oh, some scrapes up here too. So again, I got super lucky in this one. Compared to the previous CFMoto we rebuilt on the channel, that had quite a bit more damage. And now the right side of this motorcycle is pristine. There is no damage here. So this is going to make for a nice quick build. I would also like to point out up front here, there is a significant difference from this 2024 model year compared to the 2023 model year we rebuilt on the channel last year. The top 333 is different. The instrument cluster is also different. You can see that right here, completely different instrument cluster compared to the last one. The headlights up front are also different from the last one. And even the mirrors are also different from the last one. So it looks like this bike got a complete makeover for the 2024 model year. Just like that, I've washed the bike. It's now ready to get work done. So now that the bike's all cleaned up, as you can see, I have a really small part list for this build. I don't think I've ever worked on a bike with this many parts. Usually there's a ton more parts and there's a lot more work to be done, but that's not the case on here. Now this fairing you see sticking out over here is also broken, but that's the main reason why this bike has sat this long is because I could not find that fairing. I've looked everywhere. It's just not possible. Everything's on back order. There's just no stock. So I've come to the conclusion I'm going to fix it, clean it up as best as possible, and call it a day. I'm going to save that for later. For now, let's get to the fun stuff. First thing that's coming off is this ugly piece here. Now I have the stock tail off the vehicle. Very interesting, no plastic connector housing, just butt connectors. I've never seen a motorcycle that comes this way from the factory, but I guess it's the first time for everything. And now in this box, we have a brand new aftermarket tail tidy that's gonna completely clean up the rear section of this motorcycle. Yeah, look at that. Look at that. Some of you guys probably remember this style. I threw it on the Ninja 400 and I believe there was another bike I threw it on. I really like it. I tossed it on the bike. You guys look at that. I think I spoke way too early. As you can see, there's 3 holes to mount it and that's completely different. Look at that, 1, 2, 3, and completely different. Oh, that's not fun. So now I gotta start drilling holes in that metal to fit it out because I'm not gonna wait another God knows how long to get the right part. I wanna get this done and over with in one video as soon as possible. So I'm gonna get to work. All right, so here's currently the plan. As you can see, these 2 bolt holes are over here. I've gone ahead and measured both of those. Comes to about 51 millimeters. I've also gone ahead and measured this top section. We do have exactly 51 millimeters. So I'm gonna drill here. I'm gonna also cut it right over here. So that way it's gonna sit nice and flush up over here. There we have it. Doing this much work to fit the tail tight is insane, but what you gotta do. Now guys, I've made all my holes, so if I've done this right, And guys, look at that. It's fully secured, just like it was supposed to be. I just modified it and it works perfectly well. Now I'm going to route the wires in, fully secure that, and test out this bad boy. And now I'm just making the necessary connections for the turn signal. Since everything is butt connectors, I need to make sure that everything is going to the right one. There's a single green one from the vehicle side that connects both ground for both turn signal. So that's easy to find. Now I've made all the necessary connection. I'm going to go ahead and secure this back. So now everything is nice and secured. If we quickly test everything out, ignition is on, we go back here, brake light is working, license plate light is working, and if we go and turn left turn signal, that's working, and same for the right turn signal, that's also working. Next, the easy stuff. Now I'm doing the mirror first, because if this generation is anything like the last one I worked on, I do not need to take this off to get that side fairing off. So now that I have a perfectly designed weight 7 mirrors off the bike, it's time to install the brand new replacement one. Looks very good. The mirror is now installed, so that's a win. Now I recall why I do not like working on motorcycles on the floor. It's because it sucks. But why am I not using my lift? Well, there's a top secret build going on over there. You guys are going to find out about that much later. But we're going to try to get this fairing off one way or another. Okay, so it's definitely not the same as the previous generation. A lot of stuff are different up here, but I was able to get this piece off, and now I have access to this other piece. And if I've done everything right, it should just pop out like so. And in here we have good to go. So now I'm going to go ahead and attempt to repair this area. I do not know how this is going to turn out, but it is the only solution I have right now because I cannot find this part. I'm going to clean it up, put the heat gun to it because the plastic is deformed, try to get it back to where it is, do some plastic weld underneath, see how we can clean it up, and hope for the best.
12 seconds later.
And just like that, I've taken care of the turn signals. Look at it. So the next part I'm going to be replacing are the levers. As you can see, both the lever and the bar end has sustained some damage. The lever is actually bent upwards. I'm not sure if you can see it on this footage, but it's moved slightly upwards. So I'm going to replace the left side lever and right side lever and throw on new bar and weights. And we have the old lever out. Now in here we have our brand new replacement lever. I believe this is the clutch side here. Let's go ahead and install it. Same thing on the right side. And the new one goes right in. Well guys, thank you for watching. As you can see, it was a nice easy build and that one is now completed. I can't say the same thing about the next one. I think that one is going to be quite a battle, but you're going to stay tuned for that to find out. The channel memberships are now live. I'm going to have a link in the description. If you want to support the channel to keep getting dope videos like this out there to you guys, be sure to check that out. We do now have a major partnership on board that's going to really help us to keep getting these bikes out there, and it's going to be win-win for everyone. So support the business that supports us. I'm going to have a link in the description. If you're looking for aftermarket fairings, anything, they can help you out. Custom fairings, just a stock one, send them your designs and they can hook you up. I have some really good looking fairings that I have received from them already, and I can't wait to throw it on the bike. But without much more talking, I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.